Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to another Seed Showcase. Now if you were to ask me about just a couple weeks ago that we would find another amazing Stronghold seed, I would not believe you. I would not believe you that we would find one so early on from the last one, but here we are because today, thanks to the power of the internet, we have found one with seven Eyes of Ender in the portal. And we could thank a user on Reddit, also known as 19hammer87. Yeah, he sent it in, and he, was lucky enough to find a seed with 7 Eyes of Ender in it. But to get to this seed, you should probably know the seed itself, actually, which is on screen right now. You type in all those numbers right there, and you will spawn in right where this diamond block is, occasionally with a chicken, but more commonly with a jungle right next to it. So you're right on the edge of a jungle, which is really handy to have, because inside jungles, you do find a certain structure called the Jungle Temple right here, right on the edge of it. So yeah, no big brushes or anything like that. Just hop your way over from spawn and get yourself inside here. I won't show the loot because I mentioned this a million times, but I don't know if it's random or not. But yeah, easy free loot right there. But in case you want to get to the stronghold itself, it is honestly quite the distance, about 12,000 blocks away. So to get there, you might need some alternative routes rather than on the overworld. But in case 12,000 blocks is a little far for you, then there is one a little bit closer at those coordinates. I won't be showing that one off, but in case you want one, then that's where it is. But in case you do want to get the 7 Ender IC, then what you might want to do is you want to first head to this village, because inside villages what you normally get is some free crops right here, so pretty handy to have for such a distant journey. But not only that, there's also one other thing right around here, because if we head to 145, which is just outside the village, and to 118, I believe, and what you do is you dig your way down there. And if you come right your way down to Y11, then you'll find diamonds, 4 diamonds right around here, which honestly doesn't sound as exciting now that Nether is here. But anyway, you will need the diamonds to mine some obsidian to make a portal in the Nether. But what you could also do is the lava water bucket trick, because there's also just enough iron right around here to do that little trick right around here. So yeah, really handy to have. And the reason you want to go through the Nether, which is what we will be doing right now, is because inside the Nether it's a 1:8 ratio to the overworld. So say you travel 1 block in the Nether, you will go 8 blocks in the overworld. So this is a much quicker way to go through it, assuming the path isn't too deadly and too dangerous. But yeah, way handy to have. So you spawn in right around here, right in the Nether, which is in a pretty safe spot. Well, safe-ish for the Nether. But what we have to do is we actually have to head a decent length away, but nothing like 1,200 blocks. But we need to head this way and this way for quite the distance. Now you do have to head over some lava lakes, so I'd recommend maybe getting some extra blocks, or maybe even a saddle for a strider. But yeah, you head this way for quite the distance until we reach a certain point. And on your way to the certain point, where you're actually gonna come across is another fortress. So to get the other Eyes of Ender is really nice having, like, on the way to the 7-eye portal, or even just for skeletons, for wither skeletons, with all that new spawning mechanic stuff. And a little side bug, spawning actually happens quite a lot more, so you'll actually get way more wither skeletons now until that bug is fixed. But yeah, we need to continue heading our way this way, over a ways, over next to a basalt delta. And yeah, it's actually for the Nether a pretty decent length, but again, nothing that's not impossible to do. It's just, I think it would take less time if you do it through the Nether. But we are almost at the coordinates, and then what we need to do is we need to use our extra obsidian to build a portal. But we need to get to such place first. So when you get to right around here, you have 2 options. First off, you could either build your portal right around here, or what you could do is you could tunnel your way about 500 blocks this direction until you're at I think it's X 1500 or 1500 by 580. But for the sake of the argument, let's just place it right here, just for a bit of simplicity. Because if you did it there, then you'd be pretty much right on top of the other portal. But for this, let's just build it right here, and let's show you the rest of the journey. And then we pop out right around here, right above the ocean, which I don't really see this too often. I didn't really know this happened, but yeah, we're still about 700 blocks away. So what you might want to do then is just get yourself a boat and start sailing your way across this way for quite a distant way. Again, about 700 blocks, you'll come across coral reefs. I saw a few shipwrecks when checking the sea out myself, and yeah, you'll definitely find some things worthwhile on the way. Continue heading this way for just a little bit longer until we come across, I believe, an iceberg biome, because right at there we go. Okay, when you find the iceberg biome, then you know you are going the right direction and going the right way. Then what you want to do is you want to head to these coordinates, head underneath the ocean, and dig down a small bit away. It's not too serious. It's only down to Y. Okay, actually, it's fairly serious, but I think you can agree that it is well worth it, because look at this. There is 7 Eyes of Ender in the portal frame. So crazy, and to think that every one of these has a 1 in 10 chance, which means this is a 1 in a 10 million portal. Hammer, you gotta go buy a lottery ticket after having luck like this. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I wanted to show off on this seed. This insane luck that we found, and I've asked this every time we've done a Stronghold focused seed. How much further can we go with this? How many more Eyes of Ender could we find? Statistically speaking, because there's only about 4 billion seeds, if we found 8, that means that there's only like 40 seeds with 8. So it's possible, but I think it's going to be really difficult. There's only about 400 seeds with 7, so to find 8 is going to be quite the challenge. But I think at this rate, we might find it sooner than we think. But I don't want to say anything for certain, but it could happen. But if you do, let me know. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.